Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Tales of Gaming Addiction, the YouTube channel where we talk about gaming and all that good stuff. And yes, it's more Mini LCS 3 for you today. This is game 2 from day 1. This is Titans versus Okami Gaming. Titans are on the blue side, Okami is on the red side. As I said in the previous game, I wasn't feeling fantastic when recording these, so I didn't have the energy to shout, but I did have the energy to at least leave the camera directed, so if the camera does weird stuff, or if I miss a fight, I apologise in advance. I would try my best. I'll consider this casting practice for working with a camera that I have no idea what control is over. So anyway, let's go over the bands. The bands for this: Titans banned out Vayne, Darius, and Darius. Yes, we should ban Darius, even though he's retired. And Ari, whereas Okami got rid of Draven, Lux, and Corki. And once then on your screen here, you can see me trying to figure out how to get rid of that FPS counter. Make sure my sounds are all okay. The music, yeah. I was debating about putting it on the classic. I left it on the updated one, which oddly enough the game refuses to play as I'm listening to it back on this recording. But still, pick-wise, you can see they have on the side of Titans picked up a Tristana, whereas Okami have picked up the reworked Poppy, who is actually a really strong support, a lot stronger than I originally anticipated. And usually was more of a support pick before when people started playing a pre-rework. I believe though a lot of people preferred her top end. She was really good on A-Ramps every time I saw her. But still, nothing unusual in this game at all to start with. Fairly standard scenarios. Solo lanes top and mid, junglers roaming around, starting to pick up their things. Although Poppy does go a bit of ham onto the Tristana there, but does give Caitlyn a nice safe farming opportunity, as Tristana's Buster Shot and Explosive Shot can actually clear waves fairly quickly, a lot faster than most people expect. Pick-wise, in terms of unusuality, really it's the Master Yi that's a bit unusual. As we can see that Volibear is getting poked down quite heavily by Fiora. And again, Tristana goes incredibly low in that bot lane. You can see the icon flashing straight away there, so there's a lot of aggression coming out from that Tristana Poppy combo. It's not quite a Yordle comp stop, but I think it's close. It's very close. But this also could be down to Bejamelon playing on the... I don't want to say rework as such, more the Season 6 improve... life changes to marksman. So Caitlyn, of course, one of those champions affected. If I recall off the top of my head, this is how bad my memory is getting. She's getting bonuses now. She stuns an enemy with either 90 caliber net or the Yordle snap trap. Essentially, it's a passive now put into some of her abilities, and her passive has gone unchanged. But otherwise, it's good stuff, you know. It makes Caitlyn a much more viable champion. It makes her, you can either play her passively or aggressively. In this case, it's fairly aggressively. Mid lane wise, this Lulu Syndra lineup is still fairly even at the minute. It's 19-20 in favour of Lulu. And all in all, I suspect that won't really kick off till about, I don't want to say level 6, but around about that mark, once you can get the full combos on. Although we could see here as Lulu does get caught out, does get caught into the Lee Sin Sonic Wave, does take a fair bit of damage, gets dropped down to roughly about 25 HP. It's kind of what we saw in the last game with with Team Maverick versus Lee Syndrome. A similar sort of thing with Maverick's Lee Sin as well. Just sort of going in, laying in some aggression as he's carrying on his jungle path to go gank. Elsewhere will start farming up elsewhere. As we can see, Introvision is forced to retreat as a two-tailed Squidgle. Sadly, does not a good squish. Although Batman goes rocket jump again, it might actually be a little too much for aggressive, but also on that Lee Sin is doing a very good job, managed to bring Bejamelon down to 25% HP. Heavy aggression, good gank, but sadly not much to come of it. Not really much of a shake, although it could carry on here as Poppy is forced to hold the line. Although this could be a kill straight over for Team Okami. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be enough. Bejamelon does get caught in the Aqua Prison, doesn't quite get that last crit shot down. It is active, as you can see. Caitlyn's hands are glowing. She really wants that kill. She could flash rip, but no, instead it's going to be Lee Sin going in. And first blood's over to the new Poppy, slamming their hammer into the blind man's face. And there we go. Beijing Melon picks up his kill, as he was so just before, on Tristana. And we get one of the saddest things in the world of that dragon. Just doing the whole Lion King moment. Oh, that's a heartstring puller if there ever was one. Still, lots of aggression though in this bot lane. It's Tristana. Sorry, not Tristana, it's Poppy. Goes for an army. Is it going to be a fish fillet? It is indeed. The Ignitic is going to secure that kill nice and quickly. So all in all, very nice for Okami Gaming. A nice early start for them. 3 kills straight on the board. And also onto 3 key targets. The jungler, the AD and the support. So all that bottom lane experience has gone straight to Poppy and Caitlyn. All that gold is now nicely secured with them as well. But it looks like Beijing Melon may pay for it. The explosive shot is ticking down, but they're going to switch their objective over to Poppy. It is going to be a shutdown, which is a bit unfortunate, but it's not a massive shutdown. But a double kill is also not in the best situations for Okami, but a brilliant situation for Titans. So Tristana will now be able to get herself back in that game. Those double doors, I don't think it should be around for much longer. I wouldn't be too surprised if we start getting some heavy attack speed soon after. And a little bit of aggression out into the top lane there with Volibear going down. So, like I said, apologies if I missed these things. Let's just be recorded. Let's do a little bit of rewind here and see what's going on. So, obviously, Volibear was a little bit low. He's still got plenty of health, and there we go. That's the double kill in the bot lane. Okay, so it's just Fiora now starting to land down the pain and gets the ultimate and gets the 2 hits necessary for extra damage in the kill and uses the zone to get herself a free heal and get out of there. So let's just jump back to live. So all is going well for Red side. They are doubling the kill lead. They've got 2,000 gold in hand. It's not a huge amount, to be fair. It's not over yet. You know, it's only early days, especially with an approximate game time of 30 to 40 minutes. This early game has certainly been very aggressive, and will likely be closing out soon. As that Project Lee Sin goes in, unfortunately Barrier isn't going to help. Lee Sin will not take most of the damage. It'll actually be Lulu. They're not careful, actually. They might even lose Lulu there to Lee Sin, but no, instead he's just going to carry on. It's actually quite impressive considering that Marcy's only got the Hunter's Specialty and refillable potions as well. As I was pointing out at the time sitting there watching this game. That's actually really quite good. Let's see if he's got any crits or any bonuses. No, he's actually gone fairly standard. He's got 79 AD, which is quite high, but there we go. He's gone straight into full item completion. So he's already juggled up and improved. Ready to go. He's even got himself pink board and his potions are fully refilled. As Poppy goes in super aggressive, lays down a lot of damage onto Nami. Unfortunately, nothing much is going to come of it. Caitlyn doing a very smart job of staying back behind the minion line of her own side and using her extreme range to take it on. Although Tristana will soon be able to catch up and equal that out before too long. Looking at the rest of what's going on here right now, it's fairly standard builds across the board. Volibear is building tanky, Lee Sin's going to build either aggressive or tanky, depending on how things are going. I wouldn't be too surprised if we started building tanky towards the end. As Tristana goes rocket jumping over the wall, unfortunately rocket jumps right to the 3 people, and Lee Sin does something very similar. Does strike and kick Tristana about Poppy, sorry, not Tristana, I'm getting these two mixed up. So many beautiful yodel ladies on the map today. But anyway, it is going to result in a death for him, so he's obviously having not a very good day. I think there might have been a bit of miscommunication there. I think the plan might have been for Tristana to rocket jump over the wall and then Lee Sin to follow up and dragon kick someone like Caitlyn out of the way or Poppy out of the way and just try and clear some room. But it's going to be Okami looking to secure their first dragon of the game, so they'll quite happily get ready for some rock and roll later on. Get that nice little buff that dragon does provide. It does take all 4 members, however, to clear it up. Not quite sure on how fast that clear time was. I wasn't really keeping track, which is terrible of me. But it seemed about fairly normal time, considering everyone now is post 6. That said, though, Team Okami doesn't really have much in the way of offensive ultimates. You've got Fiora's little AoE mass clear. You've got Poppy, which is basically here, recall back to your base and don't come back for a while. Master Yi, his Highlander really is just you cannot solo me, which is really a counter to the volley bear flip. I think it actually will deny the flip. I may be wrong in that. I know he won't be slowed, that's for certain. It doesn't get affected by crowd control, but I don't know about displacements. But anyway, Poppy going super aggressive here. We're really showing off how strong the new Poppy can be. With a load of damage taken over, I actually had to pull directly camera away. Decided that mid lane was much more interesting, where we could see Tristana go down for a second time in this game. Unfortunately, it's not going to be the case here. Couple of kills straight on. A couple of kills, couple of hits. Sorry, trading between both sides here. And Caitlyn's going to back off. Everyone's really... all the injured are going to go home and lick their wounds by a couple of plasters out of the local pharmacy. Maybe a couple of painkillers. As we see Yi go in, ham, and actually managed to pick up a very nice gank onto the volley bear. He's actually meditating under the tower. I think he's forgotten that APE doesn't quite work anymore, but it's still impressive to watch you meditate under the tower nonetheless. Good stuff. Soaking all that damage beautifully, and also securing the first turret for this game. So Okami actually doing really well. They're currently a tower and a dragon, all before the 10-minute mark. Currently though, no one is taking the new Rift Herald, as Introversion takes a hammer to the face, takes the shield. Will there be much else? Nope, it is going to be just the picks. Poke there from Lulu. She is forced to hugely fire herself for extra health, which is a shame, but it means all goes well. And straight away, no sooner say than I mentioned the Rift Herald, that Master Yi picks it up, so it's all going to be good. So Prince Lynn's going to enjoy their nice goal and buff it will provide. So for those who don't know anyway, the Rift Herald, me trying to find the icon for it and failing miserably, it provides a mini Baron buff, since it replaces the Baron in its pit for the first 20 minutes of the game. So the Baron buff, again for those that don't know, it gives minions extra damage, extra range, and extra durability under towers, along with some, I believe, attack speed, if I recall, as Pix saying there, picks up Lee Sin, and a beautiful gang just by chilling over by the wall cap. It'll be interesting to see if we can pick up Syndra as well. With the Fiora assist, that's going to be easily secured, so that's 2 straight away at Tristana. As you saw there, Buster shotting Caitlyn straight into the wall and closing that up, and in fact, you can't even see Caitlyn at all. You can only see her leg poking out. I'm trying to think what happens to the rest of her. Poppy, though, getting the revenge, and now Volley Bear looking to go ham into Fiora. Unfortunately, Fiora's grand challenge is actually, well, the challenge passive rather, where she gets the areas of opportunity to strike. Moving very strong on that, allowing her to keep the fight going. But anyway, back to the Rift Herald. It gives off this mini Baron buff, so your minions gain bonus attack speed, but they gain nothing else to memory. If I know it's been recently added, and I did read the patch notes. I actually thought it was a really cool addition because it would speed the game up with junglers and top laners, and it would make the meta more diverse. Obviously, last game, nothing came of it. This game, you've already seen it being picked up once, and I believe it is a temporary buff as well, so you should be able to get it twice before the Rift Herald despawns, and it's just meant for wave push. But either way, it's nice to see it finally being used here. As the fight now breaks up into Titan's jungle here, with the Brambleback now looking to be the prize contest. But unfortunately, no one's actually going to secure it. He is just going to crawl back to his hole. He's going to huff that. No one really wants to play with him or borrow his beautiful Brambleback, as Batman does manage to pick up Poppy, so he gets a nice little bit of revenge. Will Caitlyn be able to get the necessary kill? I don't think so. Or the huge reply though at the last second. Very nicely done. The ace in the hole, along with the alpha strike from Marcy, is doing very, very good. Introversion's actually going to be in a fair bit of trouble, but stunning Yi under the tower just long enough so those tower hits would knock up enough damage for a secure. Now Jirachi and Benjamin have got to watch out. Also has now got the Sonic Wave landed. He could proc it again and go for the dive. He decides not to again. He decides against it. I said he's going to hand by his tower. Lulu's poke and Caitlyn poke though has always been a strong duo lane. And with Lulu building AP as opposed to support items, it makes it even worse. You're going to find it very difficult to push this lane back. And there we go, the Caitlyn crit. Amazing amounts of damage there. It practically just got rid of Lee Sin there. And that's the power now of this new Caitlyn. And this tower is going to go down in no time. I thought Eternal Scarlet is going to have to be careful, although Triss from the side, and Poppy coming in with the retort, wanting revenge for last time, even getting a small proc on that ultimate hammer, just to try and push Tristana out of the way. Doesn't get the full channel though, so doesn't go back to base. But I will admit that animation is amazing to watch as fast. Rush gets caught into the corner as the Central lands. That unreleased power will remove Lulu from the fight. But Poppy does pick up Lee Sin, but Tristana gets the revenge kill onto Poppy, and so can happily farm out this wave. So a 3-for-1 trade overall there. Not the best, well, 2-for-1 really, unless you want to count that as a really long fight, but still not the best of things for Okami. They still have a 7k gold lead. They still have, quick pass my head, 6 kills, 3 towers, sorry. But now the Dragons will be all tied up at 1 apiece. I will admit this season, especially with the changes, Dragon has become a major map objective. I know I saw a comment for it on the last video about how the lead was, I said the lead was being quite expansive, yet the gold was the same. The thing is, to me, taking map objectives is so vital now in the new season. Same as last year, same as this year. The map is kind of everything. You can win 2 lanes, great, but if your enemies picked up 4 dragons, they picked up a couple of Rift Heralds, you're not really winning because they are still gaining that gold. The gold is in the map, not in the kills. Regardless, argument for another time, argument really more for podcast environment. For now, let's focus on shoutcasting, and with that in mind, let's look at item builds. So, Volibear's gone full tanky, he's got the Dreadnought's armor on, ready to go. Fiora's gone, does pure armor shred and wave clear. To counter that, she's got the Black Cleaver ready, she's got her Timmy out as well. So these waves really are going to stand much chance once she gets there. There's going to be 1-2 dead, 1-2 dead, 1-2 dead. In terms of the jugglers, they've really got down similar builds, the only difference being prioritization of what they're getting. Obviously, they both went super heavy into juggle items first, as you would do, as Poppy comes diving straight on through there and nearly gets Lee Sin into the wall. But Lee Sin's focused on some magic resist, whereas Master Yi is focusing on a little bit of hybrid damage there with the pickaxe and the blasting one. Mid laners, however, this was the bit that I was unsure about. Obviously, we have seen a lot of Syndra Lulu moving about the map. They have been roaming, and really the game's currently gone into Lulu's favour. She's only 1 kill, 1 death, 3 assists, as opposed to Syndra, who's 1, 3, 4, and the items show it. Lulu's actually picks up the Frost Queen's, I want to say dagger, but regardless, it's a support item that grants some AP. She's also got the Lucy large rod, and is looking to build an item whose name escapes me. I want to say the Rod of Ages, as Poppy now gets super chased. We could see the ultimate, and there we go. Volibear is bye-bye. Unfortunately, it doesn't go all the way back to base, so he just hops to the other side of the jungle as the tsunami comes through from Nami to try and clear some damage up here. As Tristana goes in full damage, but unfortunately Master Yi is coming from the side. Is it going to be enough? Yoran manages to pick up Syndra. Could we see a double kill? Could we see a triple kill? It is a triple. It's a quadra kill for Master Yi, and an ace as well for Okami Gaming. Fantastic play. Even though they lost the Ken in the fight and lost Poppy as well, just breaking the fight up proved tremendously advantageous. And with all that, Master Yi now finally having the Guasana's Rage Blade of all things, means that he can attack super aggressively and now really go ham and actually start taking some of this, take the game forward and keep pushing forward. And there we go, that's the item I was trying to think of from Lulu. She's now got the Zunya's Hourglass for purely survivability, because she's a bit of a squish and is sort of in the mid line of things. She's not at the back to support, she's quite up in your face. She wants to use the polymorph and picks Q-pokes, and it doesn't have the best of range. If Pix is on her, it needs to be on an ally for the maximum range, but it's enough. And unfortunately, that's when you're going to die. So Zonya's nice little item pickup. Just keep her in the stasis lock and keep her safe. Another news, let's look at the ADCs. We haven't looked at these two lovely ladies for a while, so they've both gone down similar item builds. The only real difference is that Tristana's still got hold of her 2 Dawn's Blades from earlier, as we see Lee Sin getting caught out there by Poppy. Still swinging that hammer really, really well for such a small character. It's almost tempted to make a D&D character like that. Halfling paladin with a massive hammer. No, stop it. Stop it, Smitty. don't think about tabletop RPGs. You've been playing them far too much when you have some free time. But likewise, Caitlyn has got the second doors plate, but she has got the ability edge and zeal, much like Triss, although Triss' kill lead over her now is showing in that extra item as Major Melon. That explosive shot is going to be enough as Batman takes her out. But Yi secures yet another tower, and this time it's in the top lane, and he's just continuing the charge. He's just happily hoovering up these towers left behind by Titans for him to soak up and munch on. I have a feeling that whoever faces Okami next might want to target away the Yi, as he is quite powerful. It would be interesting to see if Prince Dylan has other jungles mechanically sound. But that's how this game has progressed. Riffheld has now gone home, so Baron Nashor is rested and ready. He's come out to play, as Okami now is just taking away all the jungle from Titans. Titans now need to really start thinking of a recovery plan. Personally, I would go for map objectives. Obviously, Baron now being the key one here. It's 20 minutes. Okami can do it. There's no reason why Titans can't either. As the fight does break out here, and it is going to be followed better, but he does get straight to the fight, but he does line up a couple of sweet damage spots for Tristana. Does manage to get rid of Master Yi, so that's once major source of damage gone. Now just needs to get rid of Fiora before the Grand Challenge comes down, but it's not. The thrust will be enough, as Fiora now picks up 2. Matano Scarlet is going to be the 3rd. A very nice triple kill, and of course Caitlyn is going to be mopping off to the side there, securing a 2nd ace for Okami against Titans. And there we go, you see. Map control and map objectives appear to be the key in all this. Baron wasn't taken, but it's just the threat of it that forced the fight out, and Okami played it rather beautifully. As soon as Volibear came in, they focused Volibear and just destroyed him as soon as he appeared. Yes, they lost someone via the Tristana explosive shot. At the end of the day, it was Lulu, which is a source of damage, heals, and survivability. But they still had Poppy for disengage. Fiora could do a grand challenge for some heals. And Master Yi also was able to lay down a fair bit of damage beforehand, but he did go down to the Tristana. Or was it Master Yi first? This is how fast this game progresses. You lose track of these things. You could do with a co-caster. Applicants, please send names on a postcard to Summoner's Rift, Valorant, Runeterra, Riot Game Studio, somewhere in America. But anyway, this game's progressing still rather well. We're seeing similar builds now coming out. These new 80 items for Season 6, something I haven't actually read up on, which is terrible of me. Something I'll have to do now between this game and next before I get around to recording the audio for it. As we can see now, Tristana coming flying through. Not Tristana, Poppy. Again, I'm getting them confused. It's forced a huge fight, but unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. She takes a huge amount of damage. And that's now a Lulu ult gone, and Poppy is actually out of the fight. So a major source of disengage could be wasted from Okami here. They have to play it safe. Titans obviously quite strong and quite confident in taking down Okami at this point. Plenty of damage is available, and there we go. We see the Poppy out come out once again. Not a full channel, but it does give Volibear away, and it does secure the dragon there for Prince Dylan to pick up. So very nice stratagem, if you will, to force a disengage, force a fight, force them to back away to allow the jungle to secure. Of course, the mid lane's been completely exposed by all this as well, and you can see there's a massive red right down in the bottom left corner of your screen, and it's forcing nearly all members. It's only really Lee Sin to secure the jungle and to clear those minions out, and it's left Okami free to secure Baron Nashor. It does mean she'll have some pop for Poppy, and Poppy's going to have to recall before Baron decides to have none of her nonsense about the map. So from backs off now, Baron buff in hand, Baron gold, Baron abilities. Let's see what we can pull from this as we watch Titans struggle with one siege minion. Wow, I don't know if that was a ton of spells or just really weak auto attacks. That said, actually, 2 of them are AP based, so attack damage not a priority. They're not really hybrids. Although Tristana are doing a very nice job of clearing away the Brambleback to take away any potential buffs from Caitlyn or even Master Yi. Or even Fiora, actually, personally. I would give Fiora a rank buff. She could certainly use it. That burn, the slow damage, certainly going to be enough for her to secure a couple of kills. And currently 25 minutes on the scoreboard. It's 13 kills to 24 in favour of Okami there. 50,000 gold, 36,000 gold. The edge of the hole goes out and nearly takes out Lee Sin as well. That's a lot of damage on the Caitlyn. It's a huge amount of damage. As Eternal Scarlet is put out, the Twin Shadows do come on through, and unfortunately it's going to be Poppy. Forced to back away, takes a lot of damage, and actually has to fight a couple of minions. But 3 kills secured straight out of the tower there from a Lulu. Marcy wombo combo. Syndra manages to get the shutdown, gets out the unleashed power. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough as Fiora secures the kill. The huge fire is used up on Caitlyn, or wasted, I should say. But there we go. Another ace for Okami Gaming now as Poppy starts securing towers about the map. She manages to secure the last tower remaining in the bot lane. And now I think this game is pretty much said and done, folks. At just under 30 minutes, 14 to 9. 29 kills to 14 in favour of Okami. 56,000 to 37,000 gold. That's quite an impressive lead considering all that was going on. Not a single tower lost either. 2 dragons, a baron, and a rift herald. Well, let's say 2 barons, but still 2 baron buffs. But very nicely played from Titan Gaming. They actually made the comeback possible. The Nexus is on half health, and they removed Lulu and Caitlyn for the time being. Poppy is very low, is being forced to retreat. Fiora is quite low, is actually forced to recall. Does mean know that Okami can shovel in a ton of gold, and this game isn't over yet. But the next wave could be the death knell. There's waves coming down the top, there's waves coming through bot, there are super minions coming through mid, at least in this last wave. Once that wave is done, they're back to regular minions. But it's still put Titans on the back foot. Yi now is nearly at full build. Fiora looks like she's pretty much there. So is Caitlyn, so is Lulu. It's now just a case of dropping those Dorans, buying something to fill the time. Why even see a Zephyr over Caitlyn? Why not? Zephyr's great. One of the best AD items ever thought of. And so underused. But anyway. CS wise though, very impressive on the side of I was about to say Team Titans. Syndra is 168. Tristana's 156. They're actually pulling their weight pretty well. But unfortunately it has meant all this roaming, all this defensive play, hugging towers, has allowed their opposite number to just farm up and just suck up all that gold on the map. And it has left Titans on somewhat over the back foot here. Eternal Scarlet takes a fair bit of damage, but unfortunately it is going to be Volibear who is caught out entirely. Tristana's actually forced to rocket jump a very short distance. Prince Salam is ready to rumble. Unfortunately he won't be able to get his alpha strike down. He can't get close enough. The ace in the hole does come through, and Poppy even throw something back. I think it was a minion. I can't even tell one point why. Yes, it was a minion. A minion was sent back to the tower. Beijing Melon actually takes a fair bit of damage. Does get the kill onto Tristana though. The inhibitor does go down. Will it be a very short fight for Syndra? It is going to be a very short fight. Lisa and Nami though still around. An Aqua Prison could turn the tide of battle, but nope, it is not to be. There we go. That is now going to be a victory for Okami Gaming. So, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like, favorite, subscribe, and all that YouTube jazz. And I'll see you next time.